Hello, DigiFam! It's Prodigious, back with another deck profile, and again, this is one of the ones I'm behind on, but better late than never. It's becoming a motto lately. But today we're going to go over the black base version of Dorugoramon, along with his flip side of decks. Alright, let's get into it. So, starting off, we're going to definitely run 4 copies of the Dorugoramon egg from BT16. When another Digimon with blocker is deleted, gain a memory. Kind of self-explanatory since we're going to be running a bunch of collision in here. Next, I'm going to run 4 copies of Agumon from BT17. This gives us the all turns once per turn when one of your Kosuke Kaskata is played, gain a memory and draw a card. I've had several games of where I have just 1 or 2 of these things out, and because end of turn effects trigger and I start to play back my Mind Link Tamer, this pops out, and then boom, not only do I get to maintain turn and squeeze in another evolution or another play, but I also get a card draw. So it works very well. Then I have only 1 copy of Dorugoramon from BT9. It's on play by trashing 1 card with X antibody and its trait to draw 2 cards. Works very well because you want to be able to just drop a couple of Dex cards into your trash to have them there for later. Now we're running 4 copies of Dorugoramon from BT16. This will be the one that can help us cheat out our Kosuke. Start your main phase, you absorb him, and then all of a sudden this guy gets protection until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable all turns, this Digimon gets 1000 DP. And I'm also running 3 copies of the other Dorugoramon from BT17. We won't probably use this a whole lot, but it's nice to have it, and that is the fact that we can attack with this guy, and if we have Kosuke and its Digivolution sources, and the opponent already has a level 6 or higher Digimon, we can just warp straight into our big boss. Also, it gives us the inheritable of Reboot. Now going into our level 4s, I'm running just 2 copies of Dorugoramon from BT13. No actual effect on it, just an inheritable that says while this Digimon is X antibody, you get 1000 all turns. We're running this mainly because I can't think of too many other good options to make it work in the deck. And if for some reason we get the short end of the stick and we don't draw any rookies, that 4 cost is the next best thing. Just hard slam this thing and then you're going to go. Alright, now we got our Dorugoramon from BT16. It has collision. It also has on play when digivolving by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 1. Then if this Digimon has a tamer with the SOC trait in its Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gains start of your main phase, this Digimon attacks until the end of their turn. Inheritable is to give you plus 1000. So this is to go ahead and just give our opponent a taunt to make them swing into us. That way we can go ahead and just block it and kill off a body. Or it'll help us go ahead and trigger another effect that we're going to see here shortly. Now, I'm running 4 copies of Dex Dorugoramon from BT17. It has that crucial effect that says while it's in trash, if your Dorugoramon would be deleted, you can digivolve into this and prevent the deletion. You're going to rarely actually choose to digivolve into this unless you know you can go into your next form, because you want this thing in trash, that way you can have protection in case you actually have that card out. But it does have, when digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then draw 1. If Dorugoramon is instant Digivolution cards, or if digivolving from trash, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. It also has the inheritable of Reboot. I'm also running a single copy going into our level 5s of Megadramon. This is from BT15. It has on play when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 card with the machine, cyborg, or SOC trait among them as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, and add 1 card to your hand, trash the rest. So it's going to help us get a card to our hand for certain. It's going to help us get some sort of source underneath this guy as well. And then when attacking, if this Digimon has a Tamer with SOC trait in its Digivolution cards, delete an opponent's Digimon or Tamer with a play cost of 3 or less. Being able to get rid of some pesky floodgates or rookies, or more importantly, getting rid of a bunch of those 3-cost Tamers, always a great idea to have something like that in your deck if you can squeeze it in. Alright, it also has the inheritable of when attacking once per turn, Digivolve 1 on your opponent's Digimon. I'm also running a single copy of the original BT7 Dorugoramon. Not much to really say about this. When Digivolving, you get protection, get to soak up another source, and it gives you that great inheritable of Security Tech Plus. That's why it got limited to 1. Then I'm running 3 copies of BT16 Dorugoramon. It too has collision. And remember that taunt I talked about earlier? Well, this is where it comes into play. All turns, when an attack target is switched, this Digimon with a Tamer card with the SOC trait in its Digivolution cards may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Beast Dragon, Undead, or SOC trait in your hand without paying the cost. So we taunt them, we Digivolve into this, we go up. So, all good. Then we have all turns, when this Digimon deletes another Digimon, you may play 1 card with an X Antibody or SOC trait and a play cost of 5 or less from your trash without paying the cost. This can get back Digimon, this can also get back Tamers. So if for some reason we have a Tamer in the trash, we can get it back. Then I'm running 3 copies of Dex Dorugoramon. Again, same thing. We're not going to Digivolve into this voluntarily unless it just happens to happen for some reason and we just need the extra draw or whatever. We're going to mainly keep this in trash for its trash ability and give us protection. But it does have, when Digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then draw 1. If Dorugoramon is in its Digivolution cards, or if this Digimon is Digimon from trash, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with a cost of 6 or less instead. End of attack. Once per turn, you may choose 1 of your Digimon, delete the chosen Digimon and 1 of your opponent's Digimon with an equal level or lower. So again, not going to always use it, but it is there for protection purposes and to go in the trash. Now we're going into our big boss monster. We got Dorugoramon. It has collision, it has blocker, or not blocker, but it gives the opponent stuff blocker, I should say. When Digivolving, this Digimon has Tamer card with SOC trait in its Digivolution cards. Delete 1 of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon or Tamers. All turns, once per turn, whenever Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend this guy. So he gets to do multiple checks. He gets to control the board. If you get Kosuke underneath him, you get piercing. So he's the main boss monster of the deck. But if need be, we can go into his Dex form for protection, and it gives us Digivolve 3. But otherwise, we have Digivolve 3. Then if Dorugoramon is in its Digivolution cards, or if you Digivolve from trash, delete all your opponent's Digimon at the lowest level. All turns, when our Digimon is deleted, unsuspend this guy. So still gets to control the board and unsuspend and get multiple swings in. Now we're going to go into our options and Tamers. I'm running 4 copies of Defense Training. You want this more than any other toolbox option card because you want to see some pieces and you want to make your Evo cost cheaper. And this can help you find your Tamers. And this deck definitely wants to see its Tamers. Speaking of which, I'm running 3 copies of Marvin Jackson. This guy is in here to go ahead and just toss our Dex cards because they are machine / cyborg and SOC. They'll give us an extra memory. And if need be, in a pinch, we can Mind Link with a smaller body, give it jamming and blocker. Kosuke is going to be the main one. He's going to be a memory fixer, plus he's going to give us piercing and blocker. And then AG here, he's going to be our backup offensive tamer, as it were, besides Kosuke, because he gives Alliance and blocker. But that is it for the deck profile. Now, there is a purple variant where you squeeze in and mix in the AG and his dog. And I believe that does actually work a little bit faster, probably, in terms of setting up stuff on board. But I think it also has its limits in terms of what it can do. This is a little bit more toolboxy in the fact that you have de-digivolve, you also have the ability to go ahead and just go straight into your level 6 under certain circumstances, and just more overall protection and more benefits of stuff on board. But anyway, that has been Prodigious. If you like the content I'm sending your way, please by all means hit that subscribe button. A large majority of you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed yet. So go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. Help the channel grow, and then once the channel gets big enough, I'm going to start doing some other things like having some Discord channels and some gameplay with you, the viewers. But anyway, that has been Prodigious, and I will see you in the next video.